Sup, you go out there? I am Big-Eyed Angel Dragon, and earlier tonight I actually finally got to watch Watership Down on Netflix, and I rather enjoyed the film. It reminded me of Redwall, but basically on steroids. It had feral animals instead of the anthro ones from Brian Jacques RedWall, and but also the difference, of course, is that Watership Down is roughly based on a book that was written on a true story. Um, that I believe kind of has to do with a animalization of war and other things as well. So yeah. But yeah, I've really enjoyed watching Watership Down because it had amazing visuals. The water effects were good too, as well as the amazing realistic detail that went into the animals and everything like that. I mean, the storyline was really spot on too, and it really caught me as well. It really grabbed me because it had a lot of good action scenes, and I could relate to character. The reason I say that it's kind of like Redwall is just like the main character from Redwall. Um, you have the main character in Watership Down, who basically says that he wasn't ready to be the warden chief of the of all of his friends and everything. He wasn't ready to lead, kind of like how the character from the Brian Jacques series, Redwall, didn't believe that he was ready to become a hero. He didn't believe that it was right for him to be chosen. He didn't really want the role. But later on, as time went on, he realized that he was right for the job and everything like that. And the one I did watch was the 2018 remastered edition, and they cleaned up a lot of it because I did watch a few scenes of the original VHS rip on YouTube, and the Netflix remastered edition of 2018 had four different parts because I believe the movie was about 4 hours, maybe 5 hours long, and so they actually split it into different chapters. And I have to say they did an amazing job cleaning it up. They didn't have any of the VHS lines and stuff you used to see on the magnetic tape and stuff like that that you'd have to deal with on VHS tapes. And yeah, I really enjoyed the storyline. There were a lot of great action scenes in it that I enjoyed overall. I mean, there was the whole thing with escaping their original warden, or their original home, basically. They had to go into the farms and everything. They most interesting thing that I found was how the first warden they visited, kind of reminded me of like a cult, you know, where they had the whole thing of, oh, it's it's the will of God that anyone who died in that part of the series was actually basically automatically chosen by the uh, the deity mentioned at that part of the story. But yeah, You also had a lot of like stuff like, I guess you can say, the rock where they escaped and stuff like that. They had a whole bunch of sieges and stuff like that that kind of reminded me of Lord of the Rings a bit. And they also had a lot of escape scenes as well that I actually enjoyed. Because you had a whole bunch of people that were, well, a whole bunch of rabbits that were trying to escape from this really, really evil dictator character. And there's actually a part in it where it shows the past of that dictator and everything like that before the beginning, well, before the initial beginning of episode 4, Siege. And it actually explains how the evil leader of this, like, this huge, well, I guess you can say like evil army or evil empire type thing, where there were at least 20 rabbits that were under the command of this one that wasn't afraid of any of the natural predators that hunted them. But another thing that they actually didn't really show, and I kind of wondered about it, was near the ending where they brought in this huge Rottweiler against the evil dictator rabbit. And it left me asking what happened. It kind of had a cliffhanger there that made me wonder if the dictator survived or not at that initial scene. But I assume he didn't survive due to the fact that there was actually an ending where all of the characters from the beginning actually had families with a lot of the does. And there's also like the feature of kind of a Red Raver character that was like the black rabbit of the forest or something like that. So like the black rabbit was basically the Grim Reaper that was inviting him to join their group to go to like the point of like heaven and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna cut the live stream here, and that is my review of Watership Down. Anyway, guys, have a great day.